Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I greet you according to your time and according to the time you are seeing this video. How are you doing? I hope you are good. We are still on the gist from the palace of Ooni of Ife, my correct people. Thank you so much for being part of my channel. Thank you for making my channel your channel. The Lord will bless you for me. Yes, I really appreciate you for supporting me. The Lord will support you. Allegedly, we don't hear another story. What we hear this around be say Olori Mariam and her wahala. You know, say Olori Mariam just dey look for trouble where there is no trouble. Everything about Mariam this time around now, wahala, wahala, wahala. Yes, as she don't go swear say the king will not bring back Queen Naomi. She told the king that over her by body because we thought that she have left the palace, so that she don't carry her property leave. But what we are hearing right now is that she later came back to the king on a special day like this, came back to the king and was like, why would you do this kind of a thing to me? I am pregnant for you, and I didn't see it as a necessary thing for me to carry this pregnancy and leave the palace. That why would you do this kind of a thing? Why would you allow me to carry your baby and leave the palace? That I'm not supposed to leave the palace, even if others will leave, that she's not supposed to leave. And they said that she was telling the king that the king should allow her to stay in the palace. In short, the king should not even try to bring Queen Naomi back to this palace at all. And the king was like looking at her. When she saw that the king was not even giving her attention, she started saying that Queen Naomi must not return back to this palace. Queen Naomi must not return back. That over her by body will Queen Naomi return back to the palace. And the king then told her, okay, so be it. Since it is over your Bible, will Queen Naomi return back? No problem. Let it be. Because you might buy before Queen Naomi will come back to the palace. And now, after all of the trouble that she have been making, what we are hearing right now is that she don't go to Oba Elegushi. You know that Oba Elegushi and Queen Naomi and Ooni of Ife, they are very good friends. Yes, they are very, very good friends. And we heard that, allegedly, because I was not there, that Oba Elegushi's wife, that is Sekinat, they go well with her and Mariam. She don't like Mariam for anything. She dislike Mariam with everything that is in her. Yes, she don't like Mariam for anything. So they say that when she went to Oba Elegushi, that is Mariam, when Mariam went to Oba Elegushi to speak to her, to speak to him concerning Ooni of Ife, Oba Elegushi have been advising Ooni to bring back Queen Naomi to the palace. Mariam still went to him to tell him that he should go and speak to Ooni of Ife so that she, that is Mariam, will not leave the palace. And in short, Queen Naomi should not come back, because if Queen Naomi comes back to that palace, Queen Naomi is going to spoil a lot of things for her. That is what we heard, though, allegedly. And the Oba Elegushi was like, what do you mean that Queen Naomi should not come back? Hey. She started saying a lot of things against Ooni of Ife, saying that the king no longer look at them. The king no longer take care of them. The king no longer look their part. Why would the king want all of them to leave the palace? Because of who? Queen Naomi. Who is Queen Naomi? Queen Naomi left this palace and nobody sent her out of the palace. She just on her own left. Why won't she adapt to the situation of things, that her husband is a king, that the husband have the right to marry as many wives as he wants? Why won't Queen Naomi relax and stay with them in the palace? What have they done to Queen Naomi that Queen Naomi will not allow them to stay in the palace? Now everybody is running kitikata to make sure that all of them, they leave the palace for Queen Naomi. That the king Oba Elegushi should talk to Ooni of Ife, that Ooni of Ife is marginalizing them so much. And if you see what Ooni of Ife is doing to them this time around, it is very, very much uncalled for. That the way the king is maltreating them is not good. That she have just come to tell you this so that you can speak to the king. So a lot of things that the king is not even doing to them. If they even see the way the king is treating them, you will see that the king love them. But it's them that is not even respecting the king. Had it been they respect the king the way the king respects them in that palace, there will be no problem. Yes. But one thing about them is that they don't want to help the king. They know that the king really need Queen Naomi back to his life and to the palace. They are in that palace seeing a lot of things happening. They are in the palace hearing a lot of so many things happening in the palace. How Iyami Osoronga have been warning the king. A lot of the time they used to hear that the king sees fire, a pot of fire. The king saw a tortoise with fire. The king saw a lot of things. All of these things, they are in the palace, and they will hear that when if a priest will come, if a priest will say that it's because of QueenNaomi is not in the palace, that is why all of this thing is happening. But still, instead of them to help the king to bring back QueenNaomi, they will not. They will not. All they want is themselves. They want the good of themselves, or forgetting about the king. If the king is not comfortable, it's none of their business. If QueenNaomi is not back to the palace, it's none of their business. What they want is their own. But it's not going to work out for them now, because as long as they are not helping the king, the king will not help them. In short, the king is even helping them, because for the king to go and get a house for them and tell them that go this place and stay. This is where I want you to go and stay. Make that place a better place to stay, for them to stay and relax. The king really worked on that estate, as we heard allegedly. Okay, Dr. Elizabeth had packed into that place. And when Dr. Elizabeth packed there, she saw that there are things that is needed in that place. It's not that she cannot bring her money to do a lot of things there, maybe to work out things she wants to work. She still do, I don't know whether is it to equip that place or is it to do one or two works there. After doing all of that, she still met the king and told the king. The king settled her. I know that Dr. Elizabeth is a very rich woman. Yes. That is what we heard, though. Don't forget that as we hear, that's why we share with you here. So, but now, Mariam, we heard that Mariam had packed out of the palace, not knowing that Mariam went and they fortified herself to come back for trouble. You see, to come back for trouble. Now she don't carry Ooni of Ife to go to Oba Elegushi. What did she expect that Elegushi should do? Maybe Elegushi to come and bring Ken and flog Ooni of Ife because of Mariam. I don't know. Madam is making a huge mistake. Now the king was surprised when Oba Elegushi was telling him that look at what Mariam said concerning you. Mariam said that you are not taking care of them. And the king was surprised, because the king knows that he's doing everything he's supposed to do for these people. But Mariam's own is the main problem right now. Ashley came back from UK and went to Queen Naomi. And the king, he called her and warned her to stay away from Queen Naomi, because they don't mean well for Queen Naomi. Is it wrong? Her own is just a sleeping trouble. Because when she will wake up from sleeping, you go see her own wahala. If this Olories knows what is good for them, let them help the king, because the king is really helping them. Let them help the king. Then go still benefit it when the time come. Queen Naomi is not a bad person. Queen Naomi is such a nice person. Even if they leave the palace now, Queen Naomi will always push Ooni of Ife to do one good thing for them or the other. But they wouldn't like it that way. Anyway, don't forget that they are all alleged information. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Love you guys. Bye.